stories are set.
And the timer. Awesome. Then we'll get started. Arthur flipped through the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Since he was going to live in the place, he figured he'd better start finding out something about it.
Far back in the mists of ancient time, life was wild, rich, and largely tax-free. In those days, all dared brave unknown terrors, to do mighty deeds, to boldly split infinitives that no man had split before. And thus was the Empire forged.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Our own individual problems seem so important.
But we're part of a much bigger universe than just ourselves.
Arthur learns this when the world explodes!
Spoilers.
The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams.
Let's go back to the beginning. The story so far.
In the beginning, the universe was created.
This has made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
In this universe was Earth, on which Arthur still resides in his house in London.
It was not a remarkable house by any means.
The only person for whom the house was in any way special was Arthur Dent.
And that was only because it happened to be the one he lived in. At 8 o'clock on Thursday morning, Arthur woke up, got out of bed, wandered around his room, opened a window, saw a bulldozer, found his slippers, and stomped off to the kitchen to find something pleasant to put into his mouth. The word bulldozer wandered through his mind in search of something to connect with. The bulldozer outside his kitchen window was a big one.
Yellow.
Arthur began to suspect he was hungover. He vaguely remembered being angry. Something about a new bypass he'd just found out about.
Yellow!
15 seconds later, he was out of the house and in front of the big yellow bulldozer that was advancing up his garden path.
Come off it! You can't lie in front of the bulldozer indefinitely. On game, we'll see who rusts first. I'm afraid you're going to have to accept it. This bypass has got to be built. Why? It's a bypass. You've got to build bypasses. It's not as if it's a particularly nice house. Oh, shut up! Go away and take your bypass with you. A shadow moved across Arthur. It was Ford Prefect, a roving researcher for that remarkable book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hello, Arthur. Ford! Hello, how are you?
Ah, fine. Look, are you busy?
Busy? Well, I've just got all these bulldozers and things to lie in front of, because they'll knock my house down if I don't. But other than that, not especially. Why?
Oh, good. We've got to talk.
Fine. Talk.
And drink. It's vitally important that we talk and drink. Now, we'll go to the pub in the village.
Don't you understand? That man wants to knock my house down!
Well, he can do it while you're away, can't he?
But I don't want him to.
Excuse me, Mr. L. Croft was 40, fat, and shabby, and worked for the local council. Curiously enough, though he didn't know it, he was also a direct male line descendant of Genghis Khan. However, the only vestiges left in Mr. L. Crosser of his mighty ancestry were a pronounced stoutness about the tongue, and a predilection for little fur hats.
Is Mr. Dent come to his senses yet?
Can we assume for the moment that he hasn't?
Well,
And can we also assume that he's going to be lying there all day?
so?
So all your men are going to be standing around all day, doing nothing?
Could be.
Well, if you're already resigned to doing that, you don't actually need him to lie there all the time, do you?
No, not as such. Not exactly need.
So if you'd just like to take it that he's actually there, then he and I could slip off to the pub for half an hour. How does that sound?
Perfectly reasonable.
Exactly. I know sneaky knocking Mr. Dent's house down while he's away, all right?
Oh, and a mere thought. Hadn't even begun to speculate about the merest possibility crossing my mind. But can we trust him?
I trust him to the end of the earth.
Oh yes, and how far is that?
About 12 minutes. Come on, I need a drink. 6 pints of bitter. And quickly, please. The world's about to end.
Oh yes, sir. A nice day for it. You're going to watch the match this afternoon, then?
No, no point.
Well, what's that? Our team without a chance?
No, it's just that the world's about to end.
A lucky escape for us if it did.
No, not really.
Here you are. 6 points.
Drink up. You've got 3 pints to get through.
Why?
Muscle relaxant. You'll need it.
Did I do anything wrong today? Or has the world always been like this? And I've been too wrapped up in myself to notice.
All right, I'll try and explain. How would you react if I said that I'm not from Guildford after all, but from a small planet somewhere in the vicinity of Beetlejuice?
I don't know. Why? Do you think that's the sort of thing you're likely to say?
Drink up. The world's about to end.
This must be a Thursday. Never could get the hang of Thursdays.
On this particular Thursday, something was moving quietly through the ionosphere, many miles above the surface of the planet.
Several somethings, in fact. They were as huge as office blocks.
They soared with ease, basking in electromagnetic rays from the star soul, biding their time, grouping, preparing.
At that moment, a dull sound of a rumbling crash filtered through the low murmur of the pub.
What was that?
It's probably just your house being knocked down.
What? It is! They're knocking my house down! Stop it, you vandals! You wreckers! You half-crazed Visigoths! Stop it! You barbarians! I'll sue the council for every penny it's got! I will have you hung, drawn and quartered!
Arthur didn't notice that the men were running from the bulldozers. He didn't notice that Mr. Prosser was staring hectically into the sky.
And whipped and boiled until you've had enough. And then, when I'm finished, I will take all the little bits, and I will jump on them!
What Mr. Prosser had noticed was that huge yellow somethings were screaming through the clouds.
And I will carry on jumping on them till I get blisters, or until I can think of anything even more unpleasant to do. And then
Arthur tripped and fell headlong, rolled and landed flat on his back.
What the heck's that?
People of Earth, your attention please. This is the Galactic Hyperspace Planning Council. As you will no doubt be aware, the plans for the development of the outlying regions of the galaxy require the building of a hyperspatial express route through your star system. And regrettably, your planet is one of those scheduled for demolition. Thank you.
Uncomprehending terrors of other people.
There's no point in acting all surprised about it. All of the planning charts have been on display for 50 years in your local planning department in Alpha Centauri. So you've had plenty of time to lodge a formal complaint, and it's too late to make a fuss now.
At the last second, Arthur's friend used a matter transference device to transport the pair to his semi-half cousin's ship waiting nearby.
Whereupon Arthur was handed that remarkable book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Over time, Arthur got over the whole Earth incident and settled down to his life in the galaxy.
In the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
But Arthur didn't think it was a bad move at all.
He once thought having his house knocked down would be bad. But now he thought,
Take life easy. Don't sweat the small stuff.
after all, you never know when your planet will explode.
What the heck's that?